Hello and welcome back. This is Giraffe Reactions. On the episode slightly stopped. I noticed. I do apologize. There are small delays within an episode, but this is getting fixed very shortly, very quickly, and we're gonna start soon. Going 3 episodes a week again. Just wait for it. This definitely gonna happen. Possibly after a month we're gonna have small break as well due to the studio change. Most likely, maybe not. We will see that. That's a melody for the future. For now, we're having a big thing. We're having CP9 in the same room, just believe, with the Iceburg, with all of the shipwrights and almost all of the straw hats. And the tension is big. Robin is there. Only Usopp is missing. Massive thing, fights, bullets, amazing techniques, ruthless violence, ladies and gents, and there's perfect stuff for our power levels. So power levels is gonna be here, 2 episodes, power levels, hell yeah, Iceburg, Paulie, and the CP9 agency overall will be justified in the power levels, so check it out definitely if you are interested. If not, there's still a reaction for 2 episodes going on, and this is a big thing, this is a great thing. Luffy finally trying to do something to recap for all what he did. Check it out, how he did that, and if he did that. Enjoy! Episode 244, ladies and gents. Let's see what's gonna happen. Let's see if Luffy can put himself into position where his word is valid, because he's got trashed literally, because normally he's getting up and when he's getting serious it's better. At the beginning he's only goofing around, goofy Luffy, and yeah, that's where he got stuck, and now it's a problem. And I thought he wants to recapture Robin. Let's see what actually gonna happen. Let's see how Luffy will act. We have 2 episodes. Let's go. Frankie. Yes. They're going to capture Usopp. Yeah, Usopp were missing for a while, and we're gonna skip that. Alright, Frankie. So he's after Usopp. That's what I know. He had no idea. He just fixing the ship. This guy is another Luffy level character. Damn. He had no idea the Aqua Laguna is coming. Whatever that is, kind of storm. So he's not gonna beat him up, he just, okay, kidnapping him. Alright, kind of okay. Luffy definitely, if he had of it, he will come, I think. Zoro's just playing with those guys. Yeah. I said this way, Zoro. Yeah, let's see what's gonna happen. We're gonna back to the main action. Are you finally gonna do something about it? Alright, he get away of it. He freed himself. What about your trousers? Alright, all of them go out. Okay, he's gonna free him. So they are like on the same page, yeah? They want the blueprints of Pluton. That's what I know. But he's not gonna give away those information easily, so possibly Luffy can come back here. It's the government supreme intelligence agency, so it's literally a government. I thought it's some kind of assassin group hired by government, so it really looks like they are representative of the government. So it's better that nobody will actually recognize their faces what they did, because it's gonna be a problem for the government authority, I believe. They plan to kill this guy anyway. He should know that. So it's basically a bunch of assassins within the world government where nobody's supposed to know, and that's what it looks like. Okay, so they want to use the ancient weapon, get rid of the piracy. All what I know is basically there is one island, which is the pirate island. Because the Davy Back fight originate from that island, the pirate island. So let's see. And they want to use that weapon. They still trying to convince him to give away the blueprints, but even though if he give away the blueprints, basically his life ends, because they want to assassinate him anyway. So why he's supposed to make it easy for them, isn't it? The longer he kept those information within, that they don't have it, they will not kill him actually. They might be tortured him though. That's what I'm afraid of, because if they have a permission to kill, they can also torture people, isn't it? I'm not having a good vibes for the Iceburg life. Unless Luffy comes in, but let's see if he can do something about it. He still wants Robin back. To tell you the truth, hypothesis, okay? So they're gonna be measuring the pulse, and then base of that, wow, highly skilled though, people. Or well trained. The point they will realize they will kill him, so he needs to keep calm to whatever they say. Nobody cares about you, I think. Unnecessary scene. Alright, so let's see their hypothesis, yeah. About your action of passing off the fake to us. Interesting. So where they are? So who might be that person? Proper shipbuilding skills. Legendary shipwright Tom was a shipbuilding company that was full of mysteries. So who's Catiflam? Yeah, it's Frankie. He's quite clever, this Iceberg, isn't he? He didn't trust anybody, even his co-workers. He was hiding that. He was turning him away. Quite clever, even though he had no suspicion that the closest co-workers might be the actual CP9 people, because he had no idea. However, he still hid it, and yet they find it out. Wow, that's clever from both sides. So he gave it to Frankie the blueprints. Wow. So they know technically who has it. It doesn't matter too much, because they still have to force Frankie to give away those information. So it's not gonna be easy. So we're gonna have a clash between them and Frankie. Not Frankie, the CP9 and Luffy with Zoro. All of them coming here. Looks like they're not gonna chase after Frankie yet. We're still having an encounter. Yeah, they are coming. Yeah, they here. And Robin is here too. Okay. Gonna have a fight, ladies and gents. We're gonna get a fight. But where's Sanji? Excuse me? That's it? What the hell is going on? Ladies and gents, and we got the full episode. It's loads of interesting stuff, loads of information we got. All of the theory, hypothesis, where is the paper? Basically the whole investigation by CP9, their whole entire work was concluded in this one very moment. I like it, it is really clever, they are really smart people, definitely. They were trained properly, they having a variety of devil fruits. The door fruit, a variety of skills. I mean, they have variety of skills. They can check the pulse. They having a door devil fruit which can go through the walls. They having a quite of a strength. This technique, which they literally jumping on within the air in the last episode, which we saw from Khalifa. Now I know that was the distraction. It is quite tough agency. They are definitely a force to be recognized and trusted by the government. It looks like they were even training most likely within the government, because they are like a branch of the government. I was thinking they are an outside agency, but no. And it kind of makes sense, because the government don't want to risk those information to be revealed, as we see that they have even power to kill, to torture people in order to obtain their goal. So yeah, that's that. And also they have a power to give me enough likes and subscribe, so I'm counting on you. So we're gonna have a fight. The tension is here. The Straw Hats are there. Robin is there. Sanji is missing. Usopp was kidnapped, apparently with a ship. by Frankie, which he's gonna be the very next target if they can take care of Luffy and Zoro, and it's highly unlikely, at least not that easy in my opinion. So yeah, let's see, let's go dive into the next episode. Episode 245, ladies and gents, let's see what's gonna happen. I mean, they have already a small clash when they were suspected Luffy for a crime, so we know they are tough, but at that point Luffy wasn't fighting back. And they stronger than Paulie, definitely. He have no holes anymore. Quickly change. Yeah, somebody's having a breakdown, mental breakdown, Paulie. Let's skip it. Okay, he's gonna fight, let's see. But he lost it already. Yeah, you lost it to him already, so how you gonna think you can beat him? We've mastered techniques beyond the limits of human capabilities. Years of training, 6 powers. Allow human bodies to be a match for weapons. Once one mastered them, he alone is as strong as 100 people together. 100 cobys together? Holy shit, such tension! Oh, that's why they were playing with him. Yeah, Luffy getting the action. Yeah, I was thinking, why those two doing it? He's just grab it. He's just enduring his attacks. Holy shit. Holy shit. And that's just one of them. Luffy, I thought, yeah, he picked up quickly that they are them, but that's about it in Luffy's thinking. Zoro is on alert all the time. That's tough words, Robin. But how he knew? I missed something? He acted like he knew what Robin actually meant by all of that. And what she's gonna do. Another Usopp, yeah? At least Usopp told us the reason. Holy shit. In a hurry, yeah, whatever. You're not important right now. Destroying various type of evidence. Yeah, kind of true. The fake bodies, everything. It's gonna burn, but who cares? Who cares about you guys? Robin! Explain yourself. What's she seeking? Something what she cannot obtain while being with the Straw Hats. What is that? And icebergs know that? No clue. Yeah, the captain decision. How could I? Oh wow. So what now? Holy shit. I will go ahead and leave. But Luffy's not allowed it, so what now? Yeah, all of them are that strong. Holy shit. Wow, they cannot even go through if Luffy is struggling with each one of them. What Nami, what others, what Chopper can do, really? Wow, he cannot even hit him. Holy shit, what he can do? Holy shit. That. Slashing technique. Holy shit. They just toying with Luffy, all of them. You like flying slash then. Something similar. Yeah. If they met on the ship and he was an agent, that means the ship is not actually that destroyed, right? So maybe they don't need a new ship. That makes some sense now. Yeah, exactly. Assessment of the ship. Ah. Interesting. Even Zoro struggling. 1v1, he can take on one. What about the rest? Robin is just going. I will never see you guys again. So cold. Luffy didn't accept it. Yeah, that Robin's leave. Wow, Zoro got cut so easily. Cut. Hit. What is this technique? Holy shit. Wow. They were so close, but fucking hell. Guys, get serious. Looks like you have to get serious. I'm not seeing this happening now at all. They are undefeated for sure. Yeah, different league. It looks like it. If they not gonna get serious, they still can, perform better, in my opinion. We know how Luffy is, careless at the beginning of a fight. What's that? What was that? That's the end of the episode, and hell yeah. All of them are looking so strong. They just about to leave. Robin left. Usopp is again missing, but looks like we're not gonna have much of Usopp anyway, unless the next episode, because they're gonna catch up to Frankie, I believe. That's their agenda, that's their goal. So they're gonna go in there, and Usopp obviously gonna be there because he's kidnapped. Zoro definitely wasn't fully serious, because yeah, he was using only 2 swords. Those who knows power levels know that he didn't put this thing on his head and not using third sword, so he wasn't definitely fighting seriously. Luffy always goofing around the beginning, so they weren't at full power. They were like ignoring them because they were trying to chase the Robin. They was in the middle of the conversation and the other just being in the way, but they got so much trashed. Wow. So what then? They're gonna put blame on Luffy. That's the whole idea with bringing Robin with them. So if they're gonna kill them straight away, only Usopp gonna be into the blame? They probably gonna leave them. That's my suspicion. So that would be like with Crocodile, second attempt. That's my thinking, because at the beginning they even not handcuff, but they restrict movement of Luffy when they first met. So they didn't kill him, which they having an occasion to do so. In Nami and Chopper's shoes, I will definitely run away. So the whole ship works, the co-workers and the guy, including Iceburg, yeah, what, they supposed to kill the Iceberg? Do they? Or they supposed to kidnap him, take him with him, literally? Because what if their hypothesis will be wrong, which they already proved that they are correct. However, having him on the side, also kidnapped, would be actually better for them. So many things happening, and I'm amazed. Luffy couldn't do anything. Wow. Power levels. Welcome to the power levels. We're gonna have a standard 3 characters in this episode. We're gonna have the Iceberg from start to finish, full character strength justification. We're gonna have Paulie, the final maximum strength is finally revealed. And we're gonna have the CP9 agents, the same like we did in the Frankie family, like what I did with the shipwrights, what I did with the average pirates, basically the average strength for CP9 members. I don't know how big this organization is, but most of them, all of them, will be set as default for this. But before that, I just want to remind you briefly quickly about the rules what we're having here. So basically we're having a 3 rules which we judging all of our characters' strength, which first of all is if a character can win with another character within one punch, that means the character is twice stronger. If the character can win a fight without fighting seriously, one punch or not, he is 10 times stronger. And if the character can win with a one punch and at the same time not fighting seriously, he's 20 times stronger. In case when we cannot apply any of the rules but the fight is concluded, the winner's minimum strength is gonna be either maximum, minimum or average strength of the guy who loses the fight. It all depends how much wounded is the winner. Let's go back to video now. So let's start from Iceburg. Iceburg is the governor, is the mayor of the cities, and it was told that he's one of the best shipwrights. So the key word here is a shipwright. I justified the average shipwright's strength. It's gonna be 40. So the starting point for Iceburg, it's gonna be 40 plus. That's what we starting. This is the minimum strength. In case of his maximum strength, we're gonna go to his assassination attempt when was Nico Robin and one of this CP9 member, the bear one, the big guy, I forgot his name. And yeah, Nico Robin was doing all the work. Nico Robin shoot, but the first time was only a distraction just to put blame on Straw Hats. So secondly, the second attempt was the true one, and I saw it clearly that Nico Robin was putting Iceburg into the position that he is literally captive, he cannot do anything, and as I know as a fact, to make something captive, to make somebody obey you, it's way harder than just simply knock him out. I'm gonna treat that like Robin one punch Iceburg because she basically make him to obey. So this is gonna be the first rule, winning with one punch. Robin was fighting seriously, she was using her devil fruit, definitely she was fighting seriously. So going to the numbers, Robin's average strength is 484. So she beat Iceburg with a one punch. That means Iceburg is at most, which is maximum strength, half of the Nico Robin strength, 242. And that gives, ladies and gents, Iceburg average strength of 141. Case closed. Next is Paulie. We already justified his minimum strength, which is 242, basically the maximum strength of Iceburg. So that's what we're starting with a Paulie. And now we're gonna be his maximum strength. So what basically happened in this video that I can justify his maximum strength? So basically his encounter with those CP9 members. Unfortunately, we cannot use any of the rules there, nothing of the matter, but there was clear winner, the Lucci, I believe his name is. It was basically one punching him. And for the reference, the same guy when fought Luffy, he was using more techniques, more kind of serious, and the Luffy wasn't still down, to the point that Luffy even tried to defend Paulie from dying. Yes, this is not much indicator in case of our rule scaling and our power scaling our rules, but what that means that Luffy can somewhat hold on with those members even though his punch is doing nothing to them, and Paulie doesn't, he's simply waiting for the kill, which means Paulie is literally weaker than Luffy. That's what I'm implying here, and I'm gonna even say more. I'm gonna say that Paulie barely reaches Luffy's minimum strength because Luffy keep up. And also, don't mention, Luffy was kind of goofy. He wasn't in a full strength. He was still fighting kind of seriously, but not using his maximum capabilities in my opinion. So I'm gonna put Paulie's maximum strength as Luffy's minimum strength, which is 612. And with all that in mind, Paulie's average strength, it's gonna be, ladies and gents, 427. And that's case closed. So I was able to retrieve one of the shipwrights from the Galleon company, which is Paulie. There is still others. It is not easy, but I'm gonna go with every single one of them when possible. But in my opinion, to know that, I would like to have CP9 version of a strength, if that's all possible. They are not down, there will be fights of them, because they were literally one-shotted. Like the guy was the guy with this pointy hairs, the guy with a big hammer. So with that, they were literally one patch. I do not recollect more actually Galila members, because I'm not counting those undercover from CP9. So those two will be most likely justified when the time comes, when it's possible to justify the other strength. They are strong, they probably similar to Paulie, but however it is hard to me to judge that much. So let's continue with the third characters, and that was gonna be the group, the CP9 agents, basically speaking, and how I'm gonna justify average members. So because also I have no idea, I am aware that they having 4 members, but this is the entire group. This is hidden organization within the government, so obviously we will not know the maximum amount of people who are within that organization. Possibly even at the end of the arc we would not know everybody, because we just know those ones which were delegated for that mission. It can be many more. So I'm gonna justify for the future their average strength that I can start off when any other character from CP9 will appear. What happened? We're gonna go again to the same encounter when it was Luffy and the CP9, and I'm gonna be specifically looking at Luffy and any of the agents, not in picking anybody in particular, because Luffy has an encounter with the guy with a hat, which is Lucci, which I mentioned, and the big guy, bear looking guy, and both occasions I can somewhat apply the first rule, which is winning by one punch, and the opposite version, that Luffy couldn't beat any of those two with one single punch. And definitely Luffy was serious at that point. Might be goofy, so I'm not gonna treat Luffy's maximum strength, I'm gonna treat Luffy's average strength, because Luffy can still, do it more if he really pushes himself. So that's that. So if he cannot beat them with a one punch, that means their minimum strength is gonna be half of Luffy's, which is 353. So I'm definitely going from there. However, there was also a mention, like long time ago when we were watching East Blue, when it was also mentioned that the fishmen were 10 times stronger than the pirates. I think something like that. Or the human. Yeah, that was the point. That was 10 times more than the human. And I already justified the random average citizen villager strength, and look how handy that is. I basically judged that long time ago, just in case to figure it out. Fishman's strength, which was 50, because the average villager was strength of 5, and they were 10 times stronger, so they were 50. And now we're having a sentence from one of the members that if you master those techniques what CP9 are using, those attacks I believe, then they are at least 100 times stronger, or they are they're having a strength of 100 people. They specifically said people, so I'm not taking the average pirates, which I also have justified. I'm gonna take average people, which is average citizen, which is 5, and they having a strength of 100 of them. So in that case, I'm adding strength of 100 of them together, and each of them is 5. That's basically a multiplication. 100 times 5, ladies and gents, gives 500. That's more accurate in case of minimum strength, because this is the minimum strength for the specific members. This is the starting point which I'm gonna judge. the CP9 member, which means, in my opinion, and according to them as well, neither of them is weaker than 500 strength. Any character which will be connected and with that they are within the organization CP9, they are stronger than Paulie immediately from the start. Case closed. So now, when we're having everything justified, everything understand, let's see to our ranking how they are placed. So starting from Iceburg, his strength is almost a multiplication of his position at the current point. Iceburg positioned 71, and yes, he's a mayor, his strength is not actually a physical ability to fight. The skills which he have is something else. The skills is basically the governing the whole island, also the shipwright skills. So he shouldn't be strong, and that's what we're having. He is literally of a strength of adult Lappin, the ferocious adult Lappin, the ferocious bunny, which was living in a drum island in a high ground, full covered by snow, which massive, resistant to cold, and they are strength 138, Iceberg 141. Hey, those strength of a shipwright giving him something in the end of the day. So there we go. He's slightly weaker than Kurobi by 8 points. 8 points? No, it's by 12 points. Yeah, that's that. So it's not that weak. He's on the level of the officer of the Arlong Pirates. The next one is Paulie, obviously coming back slightly quickly to the Iceberg. He had no titles acquired whatsoever. He had pure skills, pure governing abilities. Next is Paulie, his position 35, pretty high up in our ranking. This is not a person to be messed with. His strength is significant. He is on the top of his group who's acquiring the title that they are a Grand Line monster, and this title basically allows you, again I'm gonna repeat that, they can easily, with ease, sail throughout the Grand Line and obviously all the other seas. So his strength is comparable to Hamburg from the Foxy Pirate, one of the strongest. I'm not so sure he is actually a vice captain because he was so close to Foxy. However, this is what we're having. Then we're having a Garp, Vice Admiral card, but then this strength justification is very out of bounds because there is only the minimum boundary for the Vice Admiral, so he is definitely surely going up, and he's surely going to be stronger than Paulie and Mr. 4. If we want to compare to the Baroque works, they are literally almost the same level, and he is slightly below basically anybody who are faster than a bullet, who are acquiring the next title. He's reaching the boundary to acquire the title, but not yet. That means a pistol shooting for him from the close range, like 1-2 meters, could actually hit the target, hit Paulie, which means he might be wounded after that, where everybody above him who's acquiring the title faster than a bullet will dodge the attack, will dodge the bullet fired from the gun or a rifle. The CP9 member agent, the average member agent, whoever joined that crew, whoever joined that agency, he's automatically, it's like a requirement to join that group to be strength of 500. And this is a 26th place, very high up. They are a Grand Line monster level. They can sail off any of the seas. They are similar strength to Pickles, one of the Foxy Pirates, were one of the bigger size giant, not the biggest, but almost the biggest. I think he would be the second strongest in that group. There is only the Big Pan, who's probably bigger, so there is stronger, also a fishman. So yeah, and also surprisingly, it's Tony Chopper, the Chopper, but when he was using the Rumble Ball, right? So when Chopper takes the Rumble Ball, he is as strong. That means at this point, Chopper would actually having the requirements to join CP9. Chopper, the government agent. How this sounds, ladies and gents. Sounds cool in my opinion. I actually would like to see his in some kind of a side story on the filler. Just imagine that, just briefly. And obviously Mr. True, Bonkley, and this is some kind of a reference slightly above that the Captain Black Cage Hina, the captain, the marine captain, is her strength is basically start from the same point, so she's kind of on the same level of the CP9, and obviously we do not know her maximum capabilities so far. It's gonna be extremely hard actually to find that. We know that she just take care of Bonkley. So yeah, they not reaching the final that's stronger than steel title. It is still a way to go for that one, so the top 10 is far away from them. However, it is only the average members, so the specific members, the strongest within that organization, or simply anyone mentioned by the name within that organization, would be hell of a strong. And does have some sense as well, because now I'm thinking of this title faster than a bullet, that okay, they will most likely dodge, because we saw this big guy, he was easily dodging Luffy's Gatling, so yeah, using some kind of a technique. On the other side, if the rifle or a pistol is fired at them, you know, they can withstand the Luffy's punch, so they could possibly withstand the attack from the rifle from the gun. And that will be that for now, for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to give me a like. Our list is getting bigger. We're having 126 characters already justified strength, and I'm loving it. I want to see more. I can't wait to see more. I'm having many more characters to justify, and every next episode brings a new stuff, new shit. So check it out, stay tuned, wait for the next episodes, and see ya in another video. Hell yeah!